The following program is brought to you in part by Time Warner Cable and the Madison County School System.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Berea Community High School in Berea, Kentucky, and Madison County School Sports Television. I'm joined tonight by my on-air partner, Chris Caldwell. And Chris, welcome aboard.
Jerry, thanks for having me. My first game here in Berea, and I'm excited to be here.
Well, things have changed a little bit. You were telling me on the way in, you remember when they had the old rubber floor.
I know, I won't kid you. When I walked into the gym, I thought, watch out for the rubber floor because don't fall down because you could lose all the skin.
Well, they had to move into a new gym because coaches had no corner to send their kids to in here.
Well, that's true. There's no discipline area in this area. So
an all-around building, but we're looking forward to a game tonight. Madison Central Indians out of the 11th region, 44th district, coached by Alan Feldhouse Jr. They come in tonight. Their record is 6-1. I think you said you saw they were ranked 20th in the state in a recent poll.
Yeah, in a recent poll they were ranked 20th, and I think they just came off their one loss just a game back. So
yeah, I think Montgomery County, who's also ranked there pretty high in the state. So they're doing really well. Bourbon County out of the 10th region, 40th district. They're coached by Matthew Martin. He brings the Colonels in tonight. They come in with a record of 1-3. They've lost 3 in a row. They played deep. Their football team went deep into the playoffs. And so not for sure if that had anything to do with how they've been playing early. Maybe they got some kids coming back from football just getting adjusted.
Yeah, that'll be the thing for Madison Central to find out if Bourbon County does have any new players coming in from football because, quite frankly, there's probably no film on this team that would indicate that at this point.
Right. Right. So we're getting ready to we're getting some starting lineups now. Looks like for Bourbon County, number 3, Chandler Thomas. There's several Thomases on here. Chandler Thomas, number 11. Don't have his name. You got him there?
I don't. Chandler Thomas would be number 5, but I don't. Number 11's not even listed tonight.
We'll try to get names as we go. We'll get as close as we can get. Some of these aren't very good right now. But for Madison Central, they'll start with Cameron Thomas, DeMarcus George, Kirk Humphrey, Isaiah Johnson, and Sam Jones. So looking forward to a good one.
Yeah, Bourbon County already has the sneak attack with number 11.
There you go. Tip's underway. Central controls the tip. It's back to Thomas, and he brings the ball up court. Being guarded by Sexton. Over to Johnson, underneath to Jones. He spins, hooks him. They call a walk, though. Going to go the other way.
Yep, Madison coming out in a full press, court press right now.
So we got Jones. We got
left him wide open.
Sexton. Big shot. We got Thomas coming back the other way. He brings it left side. He throws it top to George. George right side to Johnson. Man-to-man by Bourbon County right now. They throw it left side to Thomas. He loses the ball. And Bourbon County goes the other way. They hold it up. Throw it left side. I'm going to get some names here in a second. Left side, that was to Williams. Williams throws it over to the right side to Jones. Williams got it back. Jones, the top of the key, drives right. Throws it out of bounds.
Staying with Bourbon County.
Both teams struggling early, it looks like. So we got Sexton. Sexton dribbles left side. Throws to Trilobs. Here goes Thomas. Takes the other way, lays it in. Stole it. Lazy pass. So Sexton dribbles midcourt. He takes it all the way to the basket. Fake underneath. Turns and shoots. Nice shot. That was shot in there by Stephen Williams. And Central comes right back the other way. George over right side to Humphrey. Throws it back, cut to George, lays it in. Easy. That looked like something maybe they had seen on film.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Bourbon County stacks up athletically. I mean, Madison Central with the size and speed at this point. But they've been able to hammer it inside.
Timeout, Bourbon County. We're going to take it with them. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on the Madison County School Sports Television.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. ProSigns. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Back to Berea Community High School, the Berea Holiday Tournament. Bourbon County takes the ball in, lays it in. Easy basket. Madison Central calls a timeout. Coach Feldhouse not happy about that.
No, he's not going to be
He's
happy
taking
at
a
all.
30-second timeout, so we'll take it with him. Both teams filling each other out a little bit here. Chris, what do you see early?
Well, you know, the one thing when you look at Madison Central, they've got the size, the athleticism, but at the same time, you know, Bourbon County's been able to beat the penetration, and they've taken an easy layup so far.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like their shots have been all that contested.
No, not at all. Not considering the advantages it would appear that Madison Central has.
Yeah, you know, we talked earlier about Bourbon County maybe getting some kids back from football, and sometimes it takes 3, 4, 5 games to start to see that continuity, but Madison Central's looked a little bit lethargic.
Yeah. Well, both teams are going to press now, it looks like, on both ends. So
full court pressure by Bourbon County. Madison Central will work it up with the pass. George crossed the midcourt line, throws it right side to Johnson in the corner. Left wing, Thomas takes a shot, jump shot, makes it. We got a tie game with 5:45 to go, 6-6.
Let's see if Madison Central could capitalize on the pressure a little bit this time. So
Sexton dribbles, throws it over to William. Oh, that's to Jones. Jones traveled. Double dribble, travel, one or the other.
yeah, and I think if Madison Central can continue to keep the pressure, I can see Bourbon County, they tend to speed up a little too quick and get ahead of themselves. So.
Yeah. George right side to Johnson. Looks like Jones has got an advantage underneath. They're not getting it to him. Back to Humphreys. Humphreys back to Jones. Jones inside. Now he spins, takes it up. Strong move. He missed it, rolled out on him. George gets it back, though. He goes up, and he gets fouled. That ball it was down, just didn't stay down.
Didn't stay down. And Jones has got to stay with that shot, though.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a size advantage in there physically. You know, you just look at him, he's a strong physical specimen, plays tight end in football. First shot's up and good by George. Second shot, no good. Rebound by Trelobs, and he throws it away.
And there's a sign of that pressure Madison Central's putting on for the turnover. So
Madison Central inbounded. Both teams have looked sloppy. Inbounds to Johnson, to Humphrey, right side. Thomas, he jumps in the air, had nowhere to go, and it ends up with Bruton. Bruton going the other way. He takes it all the way. Looks like he got a little body to him call. Rebound by George. He brings it up court, throws it to Jones. Jones lets it go by him, and it goes right out of bounds. He acted like somebody tipped it, but.
Yeah, it was just a poor pass altogether, and he didn't respond. He still should have been able to pick it out.
Pressure by Madison Central. And there was I think the ball went out off of Bourbon County, but they call it off of Central, and Bourbon will inbound it. Throws it backcourt to Bruton. Throws it to Sexton. He crosses midcourt. He gets a foul. And so with 4:44 to go, Madison Central with the 7-6 lead. And we have our first substitution for Madison Central. Number 5, Cody Alexander. Left-hand shooter, pretty good ball player. Gives you 100% every time he's out.
Well, and I think right now that's what Madison Central needs to have it go, both ends of the court, 100%. They've got off strong initially on the press, but then they let off of it once they get inside the paint so far. So
cut by Sexton. He missed it. Rebound Thomas. He goes the other way. He takes it left side to Alexander. 3 on the way. It's good.
Jerry, you called it, immediate impact when Cody Alexander came in the game.
He's not afraid to shoot it, and he will put shots up. That can hurt you sometimes. But Jones dribbles midcourt, cross midcourt, throws it left side to Bruton, back to Jones. Top of the key to Williams. Williams right side. It went off of Sexton. He missed it. Rebound by Humphrey. He throws it to Thomas, almost lost it. Ooh, that was nearly back court. They called it now.
Late call, but he's right.
Well,
good
he
call.
called a.
Oh, he called a.
Yeah, he's right. He called it over back. It took him a second, but it was the right call.
Yeah, he missed it by 3 seconds, but it was right. So, he's on referee tape delay as well, so I understand that.
We got Ross Ramsey in the game. And Miller. John Williams. Really good athlete for Madison Central. You see his defensive pressure pick up intensely right now. Bruton with the ball. He drives right down the lane, though. As I said that about Miller, he drew right past him, but basket rolls out, and Jones with the rebound over to Williams. Williams, top of the key, throws it left side to Humphrey. They throw it underneath to Jones. Strong move. He goes up, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that was a great move down low. He's so big and strong that Madison Central should just continue to pound it down low to him.
Yeah, he's a junior. If you were a defensive, very offensive-minded football team, wouldn't you be interested in a guy that size, thick?
No question about it. I mean, he
missed a shot, and Williams goes over the back. But, yes, go ahead.
it was just a huge significance in size and strength you can see from him, from really any other player out on the court at this point.
Yep.
So he is Madison Central. I pounded down low to him. Wear that out while you can.
Baker in the game. Nice pass by Baker. He throws that to Williams, and he lays it in. A couple of impact players coming in for both teams. Left side to Alexander. He throws to Humphrey. Fakes, drives, kicks to Williams. Back to Alexander. Spin move. Nice move. Missed it. Off the glass, but just couldn't get it to stay. And good hustle, both teams.
Still good hustle by Alexander. He's staying with it, and that's what you said he would do. He'd come in and give a lot of effort. But once again, I'm sitting there thinking, I think the 8 points that Bourbon County has, it's all come in the paint, 3 of which have been layups so far.
Yeah, easy baskets.
Easy.
Over to Bruton. Bruton passed it 20. Oh, that goes under to Baker. He about lost it, but back outside to Bruton. Take to Jones. Jones, don't know where he's going with that.
It looked like a modified scoop shot. I'm not really sure what that was.
The degree of difficulty was a 7.6.
It was a 7.6 and scored a maybe 1.3.
Ooh,
so.
That double dribble. One referee right beside him didn't make the call.
No, well, he's missed a couple so far on his end, so that's why we have the 3-second delay.
Coach Feldhouse didn't like the call. Jones He loses it. Ross Ramsey takes it to the basket. He gets fouled hard.
Foul, so.
It was a clean foul, but it was a hard foul. So we got Ross Ramsey at the line. He's a senior. He's a 6'1" senior. Of course, a lot of guys on this team. I wouldn't call this Central team a young team so much. I would say an inexperienced team. They had so many good players last year. They didn't really get a lot of playing time last year.
Yeah, there's a lot of new faces gathering time right now from last year's team.
Absolutely.
But they're off to a pretty solid start and continue to build on that and capitalize on it. And chemistry goes a long way.
Yes, sir. Oh, bad pass. Sexton gets it. Well, they lost it. Williams picked it up, takes it the other way. Humphrey, nice move behind the back and goes nowhere, though. Williams, top of the key, throws it right side to Alexander. Alexander throws to Ramsey. Humphrey swings it all the way around to Alexander on the other side. He takes a jumper from 2, no good. And they call foul on DeMarcus George. Trying to get position. He's asking what he did, and I wasn't necessarily watching it. I don't know if you saw anything there, Chris.
Nah, he called a push, but from what I could tell, he had his back to the defender.
You made mention of it before, and they've missed some easy shots.
Yeah.
And they missed one right there. I mean, they've had some point-blank shots.
Well, so far Madison Central, I mean, the pressure comes in the front, as soon as they move into front court, I mean, it's as if they stop moving, and so they're getting beat.
Williams throws it to Humphrey. Humphrey's got to open. Cody Alexander moving the basket. He missed it, and they looked like it over the back, didn't call it. Alexander gets it again, no good. Williams up, no good. Oh, there, he dropped it in and fouled.
I'll tell you what, though, Jerry, you got to love Cody Alexander. I mean, he's got 2 boards on that. I know he missed the shot, but, I mean, he's probably the smallest guy out there right now, but he's the one getting the boards inside the bigs. I mean, it's just that's the kind of hustle that you want because it inspires the team.
He plays hard, and, a lot of times I've wondered and not really asked Coach Feldhouse about this, but you wonder sometimes does he not deserve to start? But a lot of guys come off the bench and really give you some energy.
Well, I think indicative of the very beginning of the game for Madison Central. They were a little bit flat on the defensive end. Cody Alexander comes in, buries a 3 right off the bat, and then plays strong defense and rebounds.
Missed free throw by Central. Oh, moved down the middle, got lucky, missed it still.
Yeah, real lucky play. We've seen that twice tonight on both ends of the court. The players trying to get airborne to make something happen, and,
nothing there.
Typically turns into a disaster. So,
yeah, the coaches will tell you don't leave your feet. It appears that some of them haven't gotten that through to these players, but got a couple guys in for Bourbon County. 00 Orcutt and number 5 Thomas. And we've got Trey Lobbs at the line. Missed the front end. Second shot's good. And he comes out. Sexton comes back in. So the lineup's got Ramsey, Thomas, Williams, George, and Alexander for Madison Central. We've got Orcutt, Thomas, Williams, Sexton, and Baker in for Bourbon County. 3 up on the way from Thomas, no good. Off the back rim, George right back up with it.
Yeah, great rebound.
Sexton getting double teamed, throws to Thomas. Thomas down court. Oh, they get it. Baker. Oh, that's wild right there. But it went from Thomas to Orcutt to Baker. He got fouled.
Yeah, no question.
He was trying to pass it.
Stephon Williams, number 23, was under the basket. If he turned and looked, it would have been an easy layup, but he threw it back. And Bourbon County still has the ball. One still has a shot.
We've got 1 minute to play. Bruton back in for Baker. 1 minute in the first quarter. Madison Central leading 17-9 over Bourbon County. They throw it deep. Oh, Bruton lost it in backcourt trying to save it. Alexander's got it. Takes it all the way in. Lays it in with the right hand. Left-hander. Orcutt coming back the other way. He stopped. Bruton's got it. He drives to the left. Looking for somewhere. Throws it.
Yeah, Madison Central starting to pick up the intensity a little bit. I think Cody Alexander, like you say, coming off the bench was a good spark defensively for sure.
Sexton takes it right side, throws it to Orcutt. Orcutt looking, throws it, looks like to Bruton. Bruton will set it back up. We got 23 seconds. They may play for one. Well, there goes Williams to the basket. Easy shot again, missed it. Orcutt up, he laid it in.
Yeah, no blocking.
You got 11 seconds. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You know, I was going to say, all 10 points have come inside the paint for Bourbon County, even though Madison Central with the lead. Once again.
And that's the quarter. And at the end of first quarter, Madison Central with a 19-11 lead over the Bourbon County Colonels. And we'll be right back on the Madison County School Sports Television.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. Pro Signs. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome back to Berea Community High School in Berea, Kentucky. Chris, first quarter, pretty close game. What do you see the first quarter?
Well, it's close, but at the same time, the one thing on Madison Central, even though they have the lead, they've given up every point except for a free throw in the lane. They've got to stop that because, against Bourbon County, maybe you can get away with that in the future with other teams. You're going to get beat on that. And at the same time, Bourbon County needs to slow down, have some patience, and work their offense. I mean, they get, Madison Central's just speeding them up.
Yeah.
And playing into their hand, really.
In one sense, you could see this game being 25-6 or something.
Easily.
And Bourbon County just throws that ball away, just as we were talking about. You talked about slowing down, and they turn around and do the opposite.
They very rarely got into any offensive set tonight. And even when they try to drive it on break the full court press, they have tended to thrown it away, or in some cases they've been fortunate enough to get layups. But that's where Madison Central has to stay.
Thomas to Williams. Williams looks inside, telegraphed the pass, and Sexton takes it the other way. He lays it in. Nice left-handed move. And Madison Central is not happy. Coach Feldhouse furious. They're taking a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. What do you see down here that's got the coach so upset on that end?
Well, I mean, it's just lazy passes, not looking, throw it into traffic. I mean, nothing at all. Trying not, it's as if the offense is just standing around. You got to be active. And then the point guard there just, a weak play. And if the mic were a little closer to Coach Feldhouse, I wouldn't have to say a word. So it is what it is.
Is Coach Feldhouse mic'd? I feel like he's mic'd.
He could be mic'd because I can hear him. So.
But, the thing is, he's so frustrated because the kids are making bad decisions so bad. It's one thing to make mistakes because you play hard.
Right. And the thing about it is, take the score out of it for the moment. I mean, they have a 6-point lead, which is not a lot at this particular point in the game. But at the same time, it's about trying to get better, every possession. And when you stand around on offense or defense, it doesn't show the kind of intensity that Coach Feldhouse expects and should expect.
Humphrey throws it to Ross Ramsey. He takes it to Alexander. He missed the driving layup. And Bourbon County comes back the other way. Bruton coming up against Williams. Sends it, Williams, to the other Williams. And he tried to pass it, had no passing lane, shut down on him, and he walks.
No, at this point, Bourbon County just really doesn't have any offensive flow at all. They're out of sync and not communicating either. So,
well, in the way to beat this pressure, you have to either be out athletic them a little bit, and they can't do that, or you have to really be able to handle the ball, and they struggle with that, it seems like. So,
and the ability to run their offense effectively, like you said, Madison Central just athletically looks superior at this point.
Bad pass again. Entry pass is bad. Orcutt picks it up, throws to Bruton. Bruton takes it in, kicks it back out to Sexton. Sexton spin, takes it to the lane, missed it. Rebound by Williams. He missed it. Orcutt missed it. Sexton throws it back in behind the back, and Bruton picks it back up, and they'll set it up. Bruton right side to Williams. Williams back to Bruton. He fakes a three, moves into the lane, puts up a little shot, bounces in.
once again, another basket scored in the lane.
Williams throws it to Ramsey, over to Alexander. Top of the key to Humphrey. He takes a long three. He banks off hard. No good. Williams with the rebound. And he takes it in. They call charge. Bad call.
Yeah,
I feel like.
Bad call.
I noticed Coach Feldhouse saying to the Madison Central guards, go, go. What's he looking for from him right now?
Well, I think right now he wants them to get up front, get in their face. I mean, if you look at it, Bourbon County right now is slow to execute their offense. I mean, there's no question about it. When they grab the ball, they'll hesitate 2-3 seconds before a pass is made. There's just no flow to it. And if, Coach Feldhouse at this point says, hey, take advantage of it. And,
nice.
Yeah, turnovers and easy baskets. That's what should happen.
That's what happened right there, just on cue.
Absolutely.
And Alexander back-to-back times Central steals the ball, and he comes back the other way.
Yeah, I think Cody Alexander's had probably at least 3 steals tonight and probably had 5 boards. And again, one of the smaller players, but brings the intensity that Coach Feldhouse expects. That's why he's still out.
Humphrey, left side to Alexander. He takes it down the baseline, out to Thomas. Thomas, long three. Off back iron, no good. Alexander with the rebound. Back in. He gets fouled hard by Orcutt.
Yeah, but again, it's obvious. I mean, Alexander is just he's just a spark. He's probably got more rebounds than anybody on the team at this point. So.
Yeah, and like you said, he's 5'9" probably.
Yeah, he's 5'9", and that's in the books.
Yeah, you scrap it. You put him in an American Eagle and set him in the stands, and he's the last guy in the gym you pick probably that'd be playing like this.
That's a Woody Harrelson reference there, so I'll leave that.
Second free throw's good. Madison Central put the lead back out to 8, 23-15. 5:23 to go. Finally get an inbound to Bruton. Back to Jones. Jones guarded by George. George on Jones. And a take by Sexton, no good. Orcutt with the rebound. He lays it in.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I just say beat his man, and it drew the defense.
Yeah, and Bourbon County had 3 guys in position for that rebound offensively.
Alexander drives left side, throws it to George. He takes it down the lane, goes up. He gets fouled. Bourbon County took a gamble out front and missed the interception chance, and then George just took it straight in. No chance but to foul him or let him lay it in.
Yeah, Madison Central definitely was going to make them pay on that one. So
George, first shot, it's good.
But I think once again, Jerry, when we'll go down, we'll see on this next defensive set for Madison Central. I just think, at times Coach Feldhouse, with the team that they're playing, expects there to be a little bit more pressure, and there seems to be too much space, which is getting some of those open layups.
You feel like it feels like a pivotal point in the game right now, that if a couple things go the wrong way for Bourbon County, it's a 15 or 20-point game at halftime.
That's it. And I think Madison Central right now, it's when you want to step on the gas. But once again, another layup from Bourbon County.
Bourbon County, Jones lays it in, and Thomas comes the other way. Throws it left side to Humphrey. Top of the key to George. George bounces toward the hoop. Jump stop, no good. Oh, and they call a travel. I think they were looking for the foul. They call it a technical now, and Coach Martin.
Yeah, Coach Martin not happy with the call, but probably generally frustrated overall. But at the same time, when you think about the play, the Bourbon County and I think they've lost 3 games in a row, Jerry, coming into this. One of those games was a pretty big blowout. They've had a couple of close games this year. He knows that they're close to Madison Central. Madison Central right now would be the team that everybody wants to hunt down. There's no question. You want to take down the state champs.
Absolutely.
And, they've had some sloppy play, but quite frankly, they're still in the game. And like you said a minute ago, this is where Madison Central, from our view, probably steps on the gas and should, separate themselves. But Bourbon County just doesn't want to go away.
Cody Alexander makes 1 out of 2. And it looks like they may have put Coach Martin on the bench. Sometimes I do that for a remainder of a half, or Central gets the ball inbound. Humphrey, right side.
That's adult timeout, Jerry.
Exactly.
Sometimes we all need to be in it.
Alexander looks underneath the Jones. Jones spins. They call the foul, and he puts it up. Doesn't make it.
Another strong move, but I mean, again, I think that if I'm Madison Central, I want to pound the ball inside for a while. I mean, I want to get this guy a lot of reps. I mean, there's going to be other teams that are going to have much more size and strength that he's going to have to compete against, and he's going to have to be able to be strong.
First shot good by Jones. He's been a good solid player for the Indians this year. Second shot, no good. George going hard after the basketball. You got to like seeing that.
Absolutely. I mean, putting out the effort there and laying his body out trying to get the ball.
They called out of bounds off of Trailobs.
Yeah, and I think Coach Feldhaus is, the last 30 seconds of this game seems to be getting a little bit happier with the intensity his team's playing. Some turnovers, getting on the floor, going after loose balls.
Absolutely.
And a lot of these guys, like you said, they may not have the experience, but what they do have is the insight from a championship team. They know what it takes to win.
That's exactly right.
And they didn't win by standing around or not having the intensity or not having the defensive expectations that Coach Feldhaus wants, and they know that, and he's not going to let them slack on that.
That's a great point. Humphrey underneath the Jones. Jones, no chance there for Orcutt. Just too strong. Now, if I was a Bourbon County coach, I'm going to say, hey, why don't you call that little chicken wing? You kind of hooking him with it a little bit and see if you might get a call or two. But right now, if they let that happen, he's going to beat them all night there.
Yeah, all night. And I think that, again, Jones, I mean, he's so physically strong. But maybe I'm a little too picky, but I still think that he could even take it up stronger. But sometimes you look at who he's going against, and maybe he doesn't feel like he has to. But I just think you've got to build that kind of repetition to be a great team.
10-point lead. Player. Sexton took it down. Looked like he forced a shot there.
Well, and Jerry, the last 3 possessions that Bourbon County has had, I mean, Madison Central's pressure has caused, 3 straight turnovers essentially. And now if you take a look at the lead, they've stretched it out to 10 with, a little over 4 minutes to play.
Great point. 4 minutes and 6 seconds, and Madison Central up by 10. Still by 10. They've missed a lot of free throws. One of the things that Coach Feldhaus really emphasized with his kids is free throw shooting, and sometimes that gets in their head even, but you got to hit those shots.
Jerry, I've heard you always say they're free.
They're free.
And anybody can make it if it's free. I've heard you say that, so I'm
well, listen.
As I said, I think I shared with you one time, though, maybe if they would just pay them $10 a shot, they wouldn't be free anymore, and they'd make more of them.
They'd make more if they were not free. Well, there's a little video segment for any teams out there looking that we could share. I think Randy Rosenbaum with MCS TV could send it to them, and it shows them how easy free throw shooting really is. But Bourbon County now with the 1-1.
There's nothing like a little adult example setting for the youngsters.
First shot up, it's good. Williams, nice looking shot by Williams. He's really not shot the ball a lot tonight, and when he has, he's been off balance and kind of turning.
Yeah, again, rushing a lot of his offensive shots when he's had the ball, with the exception of the first probably 2 minutes of the game. I felt like that he was going to be their go-to guy, and then, he's been kind of silent until now.
Missed the second shot, and Central comes back the other way. Thomas got it on the left wing. He's looking for Jones. Jones to George. George, they're going to call walk. He hopped.
Yep, that was a good call. But I still like the idea of Madison Central pounding it down low. They've got the bigs. They should take advantage of it.
Get it to Williams. Williams throws it to Bruton. He about lost it. Comes across the midcourt line. Being guarded by Thomas. He's pounding it at the top of the key. Goes left. He fakes a shot. Nowhere to go. Back to Sexton. Sexton, I don't know. He's out of control.
He was out of control, but I think that time also Cody Alexander had his hand in there on the ball and helped cause that turnover. I think my favorite player so far is certainly Cody Alexander. I mean, he plays with some intensity. And I got to tell you, Bourbon County, who has to guard him, that's their worst nightmare because they can't stand a player like that.
Nice shot, move off the screen by Thomas, and he shot it in from about 12. Bourbon throws it inbounds to Sexton. Jones got it back. He throws it back to Sexton. Sexton driving right side, kicks it out. That's to Thomas. Thomas long three, no good. George gets it. Rebounds on the defensive end. Alexander then to Thomas. Thomas drives to the basket. Dipsy-do, missed it. Oh, taken from him by Jones. Jones stepped out of bounds. Probably a good thing he did because there's going to be a charge if he didn't. And so Bourbon County will get the ball back, down 11 with 2:59 to play in the first half. Inbounds to Bruton. He throws it away.
Great save.
To George, saved into George by Thomas, and he laid it in. And we have a timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. Madison Central up 33-20. 2:52 to go in the first half on the Madison County School Sports Television.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. Pro Signs. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome back to Berea Community High School and the Berea Community Holiday Tournament. Bruton bringing it up for Bourbon County, gets it to Jones, right side. He throws it. Oh, looks like a kick. They're going to have it out of bounds underneath the basket. You asked me earlier, was this used to be the Christmas tournament?
I wondered that. Everything has changed to holiday, so I wasn't certain. But I'd be willing to bet at one point it probably was a Christmas tournament.
Yeah. Well,
big tournament, though, Jerry. A lot of teams in here. A lot of games going on in Berea this week. So
yeah, it looks like there was 16 boys and girls teams each. So there are 32 teams over here. Nice shot by Bruton for three. That's the first time we've seen that.
Yeah, first time they've been outside the paint, I think.
Yeah. Humphrey, top of the key, takes the three, matches him.
Matched it, yeah.
Right back in his eye. Over to Bruton. They're handling getting it in okay. Bruton drives left side. Oh, that's a bad pass to Jones. Picks it off. Back to Thomas. Thomas stops, shoots, misses. George, nice rebound. He loses it, but right to Jones, and he lays it in.
Yeah, way to be alert on Jones there, following back up for the easy layup.
That's hustle. You could have thought that play was over and kind of stayed on the other end. Instead, he hustled back.
Absolutely, but I kind of like what's going on with DeMarcus George these last, probably this entire quarter. I mean, he's been inside for rebounds, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and scoring. I mean, he's had a good quarter.
Nice move right there to stop, not charge, lay the basket in.
Once again, George.
And Bruton moved down the court. You said it earlier, they need to slow it down. They're not slowing it down. And right now they've gone to a little flurry of turnovers.
No, yeah, and Bourbon County's sort of a victim of their own success. Once they get it past half court, they tend to make mistakes when they've actually got it open. And they, but again, I look at it, and there's just not a lot of communication on their end. And they've had several open looks under the basket that they've even missed. I mean, for open passes.
Yes, sir. Williams throws it to Alexander, top of the key, long three, missed it. Rebound Jones. He drives the other way, throws it to Baker. Baker left side. He throws it back to Jones. Jones being guarded by Williams. Jones drives the basket. They call a push. Boy, that's a bailout. They've been out of control a lot, it seems like to me.
Yeah, I mean, they're very fortunate there because, number 24, Austin Puckett was clearly out of control. And I think that, with him, when he handles the ball, and also at the same time when I see John Williams at Bourbon County handle the ball, if I'm their coach, it makes me nervous. I mean, they've had a lot of turnovers, and they get, very anxious with the ball.
Yes, first free throw, the bonus. It's up. It's good. Rattled, but it went in. This is that point we're talking about. They got it out to 16 now.
I think we were at the 4-minute mark. I may be off on that, Jerry, but it was maybe a 10-point game at that point, something of that. Now we're up to 16 and may have a chance to cut it to 15.
He missed the second free throw. Not even close. Hey, check that ball. Might be deflated. Pass to Alexander from Humphrey. Nice pass, nice play, give and go. Rutan back the other way. He's coming hard. He's charging, stops, pops. He missed it, front of the rim, no good. Jones going the other way. Alexander drives midcourt, throws it left side.
That's a great kick out.
Nice shot, but it was missed. That was by Richardson. Ramsey with the rebound, no good. Now we got Williams going the other way. He behind his back, takes it in the middle of the lane. He gets blocked. Rebound by Thomas. He misses it. Alexander going the other way, and Alexander's charging right down the middle of the lane. Lays it off to Richardson, stops, lays it up and in.
It was a pretty good pass by Alexander. Maybe a little late on it, but it was a good pass.
Rutan the other way. He stops. He kicks it out to Baker. Baker for three. No good. Rebound Jones, and that's the quarter. And that's the half. Madison Central up 44-24 as we go to half over Bourbon County. And we'll be back on the Madison County School Sports Television. Right after this, we're first going to have Samantha Burford as she catches Coach Feldhouse.
All right, Coach, we're going to start out by Alexander. You got to be happy with his performance the first half.
It's hard to keep him off the floor. I like bringing him off the bench because he's going to give you a spark. He's a senior, been around a long time, and once he gets in there, he doesn't come out too often after that.
Yeah, he's playing a great game. Now listen, you got to be happy with the way your team's controlling the pace of this game, but still missing a few easy layups.
Yeah, early we haven't really pressed that much this year, and there's a certain mentality when you're going to press full court the way we're trying to press tonight. We haven't done it, and it took us 3 or 4 minutes to figure out the intensity that we need if we want to press like that. And finally, once we got the game in, our speed, we started scoring a little bit more and started turning them over a little bit more. So it's more mentality. So dealing with kids that haven't played, so you got to give them a jump start every once in a while.
Will you be happy maybe subbing in the second half?
Yeah, well, of course we only dressed 12, so yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to be able to play everybody.
Good. Well, good luck, Coach.
Right,
thanks.
Hello, everyone. I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter. Or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.
Welcome back to Berea Community Holiday Basketball Tournament. Chris, interesting first half, sloppy first half. What did stats show us?
Yeah, pretty sloppy first half on both sides. I mean, both teams had way too many turnovers. Bourbon County 18 turnovers, Madison County 11. Really, I thought the difference maker for Madison Central is, I think I said Madison County a second ago, but for Madison Central was, again, Cody Alexander. Just a force on offense and defense. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He's had 3 steals. Nobody's been more active than him, and no one's been more active from the moment they've been in the game until the end of the half. No question about that. And then I thought, on the other side of that is DeMarcus George really stepped his game up in that second quarter, and to come up with 11 points, 6 boards, which is great for Madison Central. But at the same time, I just don't know that Coach Feldhouse can be all that pleased with some of the effort, because it hasn't been a consistent team effort, for the entire half, and I know that's something that he expects.
Yeah. Well, I noticed as we went to break and Samantha Burford had a chance to talk with Coach Feldhouse, one of the things I could tell he really was interested in was pace of the game and keeping that pace of the game. As Samantha mentioned, we'd done a good job, but you got to capitalize when you make those steals and turnovers for the other team. You got to get the ball in the basket.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the things Coach Feldhouse probably emphasized at halftime is that, look, if we're going to press the entire time, and I think he said that at halftime, that we have to capitalize on that.
Well, when you have 29 combined turnovers in one half of high school basketball, they don't need a rubber floor to have their skin chewed off. They probably had it at
No, they've had nearly as many turnovers as McDonald's had tonight, so there's a lot.
That was a bad half of basketball from that standpoint, and there was a lot of effort. I did appreciate Cody Alexander's effort. He really picked it up when he came in. And
oh, no question. I expect more of the same, and I actually think that, right now, Madison Central with a 20-point lead, I think Madison Central is really going to step on the gas here in the next 5 minutes. But let's see if Bourbon County can regroup.
Half. We get the ball right side. They throw a lob back door to Johnson, from Humphrey to Johnson. Good pass, good lay-in, and they start off with 2 easy ones. Orcutt throws it to Sexton to Williams. Williams jump shot, high arching, no good. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas out. Throws it to Johnson. Johnson straight down, lays it in. 2 buckets, back-to-back, easy.
Yeah, Madison Central's come out with some intensity right now. I mean, they've stepped it up, and Bourbon County's just sort of flat-footed right now.
Left side to Orcutt. Orcutt throws it, gets it picked off by Johnson. Underneath, down to George, and he lays it in. Nice pass by Humphrey, and a quick timeout.
Yeah, and I think Coach Martin is finally allowed to come out of his seat because he's not happy.
He's talking to Coach. I don't know if this looks like a 30, and so we're going to stay right here with him. You know, I have to give this credit to the Madison Central coaching staff, Coach Feldhaus, and every one of his guys. You know, that maybe it's a warning or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but they come out of the locker room 3 straight possessions, 3 straight executions, defensively and offensively, and get 3 straight baskets. Bourbon doesn't get anything done in those 3 baskets. Madison Central coaching staff does a great job.
Oh, no question. I think that Madison Central came out. You would think they're the one behind in the game right now, and you would think it was the opposite for Bourbon County, and they need to get their step up, but it's been completely the opposite. But, you know, that's what you've come to expect with Madison Central right now. They are playing the way that they should, and they're playing with that kind of intensity Coach Feldhaus expects. And I think what he's going to be looking for the rest of the season is, can we do it all 4 quarters from beginning to end?
Yeah. Well, in a game like Bourbon, you said it earlier, you can afford a lapse here and there. And a game against Scott County or one of those, you can't afford those kind of lapses. Quick steal by George. I would say 4 straight possessions where Madison Central executed perfectly.
Yeah.
And Bourbon County has not.
So Bourbon County right now, the coach is still –
he's still in timeout, I think.
He's still in timeout.
George, first free throw, no good. One area for Madison Central to improve free throw shooting. It looked like they didn't hit many in the first half, or they missed at least quite a few. George gets the second one.
Yeah.
So Bourbon County inbound the ball. 7 minutes, 13 to go in the 3rd quarter. Sexton throws it, gets it tipped.
And again, you know, Jerry, Madison Central's had their hands on every single ball, you know, this half. Anytime Bourbon County's trying to bring it in.
You remember Coach Patino from when he was at Kentucky used to count tips. How many touches, how many times we tipped the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, every tip can create a 50-50 ball, and, you know, who wants it the most? And right now, Madison Central wants it.
Bruton throws right side to Jones. Jones looking back door, got it Sexton. He didn't hit him. Bruton gets it back. He takes a spin move to the middle. Jump stop, jump shot, makes it. Nice shot.
I was kind of worried about Cameron Thomas there a minute ago. He was sort of grabbing at the back of his hamstring. I thought maybe he had a pull, but he took that one all the way to the back. No, he's limping off now. Yeah, he's hurt.
Thomas took it all the way to the basket, didn't lay it in, missed it. Jones with the rebound. But all Madison Central shots have seemed easy, and the Bourbon County shot seemed like a trick shot. Like, well, you got to make something happen to get a bucket.
Yeah, I think they misread the name of the tournament. I think they were looking for the circus tournament. So,
well, this round building and dome, they probably thought this was a circus tent.
Well, if there are, I did notice there were 30 people in a Volkswagen when I came in, so it's possible.
All right, Jones.
Well, finally, you know, I thought Coach Feldhaus was going to keep Thomas in the game. I thought they may had a pain threshold measurement. He wasn't at the number yet, but he pulled him out. So
George with the rebound, offensive rebound after the Jones misses, and it goes back out of bounds off of Bourbon County back to Central. And you're right, he's out of the game right now. Williams in.
Yeah, it looks like it's a cramp maybe instead of a pull. So he
stretching him out. Good hustle for Madison Central. Johnson takes the ball out of bounds. Throws it back court to Williams. Crosses the timeline. Left side to Humphrey. Lob. They threw that way away from him. Johnson up with the shot. Misses it. Rebound by Bourbon County. Foul on Madison Central. That actually hurt Bourbon County probably there.
Yeah, they were on the break.
All right.
I have a hard time with calls like that. You got 3 guys going straight up for the ball, and Bourbon County made a good play, but then they lost it. So another good hustle play by Madison Central, though.
Trapped by Madison Central in the corner, and Bourbon County has no answer right now.
No.
And when a team puts that much aggression at you, you have to beat them down the floor. If you don't beat them down the floor, you make it too easy.
And
they missed 2 of them. Shots by Williams, both missed at point-blank range. Williams come the other way, throws right side to Humphrey. He's back and forth. He about faked himself out. Johnson throws it inside to Jones. Jones jump hook, no good. Jones for Bourbon coming the other way, takes it all the way. They call block. Well, I don't believe that. I'm not sure, but I almost thought Johnson was set so long. I believe he pulled out some popcorn and started eating, waiting on the guy to come down.
I thought Coach Feldhouse was going to take him out of the game because he was standing on this end in that spot for the last 30 seconds. So,
yeah. I believe that's a bad call, but
a little bit. You need to watch yourself, though. You're a little noisy, and you could be put in the timeout chair. So let's settle down.
Johnson not very happy, and he just slammed onto the chair.
I think they're trying to get the definition of a block right now. Referees are
well, the basket did go in. So if they're trying to determine that, the basket went in. So if that's the count, yeah. Basket went in, so it's a 3-point play opportunity. Jones with the free throw. And he makes it. George inbounds it to Williams. Williams brings it right side. Back to George. To Alexander. He throws it away. Sexton now coming down court. Throws it right side to Bruton. Back to Sexton. Lays it up. Missed it. Williams back up again. Missed it again. Point blank shots. You got to hit those.
Yeah. Bourbon County's had a ton of them. They've made a few and missed way too many layups for the amount that they've had.
Williams throws right side to Humphrey. Cross court to Alexander. 3 on the way. It's good.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Out of control, Jones again. Bruton underneath the Williams. Nice pass. You can only make a pass like that, though, with no pressure on you.
Yeah, and this is last couple of positions sort of indicative of the first 2 or 3 minutes of the first quarter from Madison Central.
Yeah.
Kind of staring at each other.
Well, talk about that a little bit, Chris. How do you keep that intensity going when you get up big like they have been?
Well, and I think that's it. I think the job for, Coach Feldhouse, and it's hard to do. You're up at 24 now, 22 points, but at the same time, you've got to treat it as it's a possession-by-possession contest. And how many possessions of those can you win? And he's got to get his team focused. There's going to be other teams that aren't going to be this forgiving.
Oh, my goodness. They call that a charge. There is no way, but it doesn't matter what I say or Coach Feldhouse. I agree with him.
Yeah, there's no question about that one.
But anyway, it's a charge going the other way now. Bourbon has made a little cut into this thing. Got down by 28. And
and again, Bourbon County, no really need to do just sort of tried to pass it underhand to look fancy. And, of course, what happens, they did get the ball back, but it essentially, another tip ball for Madison Central. It was just, sloppy at this point.
Well, Bourbon hanging in here, playing hard. That's Thomas, long 3, no good. Humphrey gets it. He throws it out to Jones. Jones got it too far. Had to throw it back to Williams and had to throw it away. Bruton taking it back down the court. He throws his left side to Jones. Back to Bruton. Fake goes past Williams. Pulls up for the jumper. He made it. Tough shot. Williams now.
Bourbon County has moved it down. I know it's a 20-point lead, but they've actually, these last 4 or 5 possessions have been all Bourbon County. And a turnover back to Bourbon County.
Yeah, that's, if you're Madison Central, you almost, it sounds funny, up 20, but you kind of need a timeout almost to talk a little bit.
Coach Feldhouse is being patient at the moment. I'm not sure how long that'll last, and then we'll see another possession and find out.
He might call a timeout and have him run wind sprints.
He might.
Sexton being trapped, throws it to the left side to Jones. Jones brings it across the timeline, throws it under to Baker. Baker with the shot. He gets fouled. They hit him on the arm. Well, I know that's a chintzy call, but it affected the shot. No question to me about it.
Yeah, it did. You know, I'm just looking at Bourbon County tonight. I mean, there's no question that they're playing hard. It's just that, when I look at some of the decisions that they've made, some of the passes that they've made, I mean, if they've just, a little more patience and a little more court vision, and this game could be a lot closer than it is. But as it stands, that's not the way that it works.
Yeah, exactly right. Baker missed the first one. Second one's on the way. It's good. Under 20. Williams throws it left side to Ramsey. Ramsey to Alexander. Alexander cross court to Williams. He takes it in the lane. Runner, no good. Gets his own rebound. It looked like he walked possibly. Or got a foul. They called a foul.
Go to the line.
Yeah, you kind of feel like as this game sounds as crazy as this does, it could be anywhere from a nearly tie game to a 40-point game.
No question about it. Bourbon County makes 50% of the misses that they've had in the on layups, and it's probably a 8-10 point game right now. I'll tell you one comment though. John Williams, who's at the line right now, I do like the way he plays. I mean, he's got some energy and he's got some hops for sure. So
yeah, he's a good athlete. Played football for Madison Central and basically probably their best player. Definitely best skilled player.
Yeah, he's got tons of energy. I mean, he's got a motor.
Baker throws it cross court to Taylor.
Yep, another turnover. So
and they
Madison
double
Central
dribble.
Still, again, you got to be happy with the intensity on the defensive end on this press. They've done well this half.
Williams throwing inbounds, throws it to Ramsey to Alexander. He asks for a clear out, looking for Jones. They get it to Jones. They're surrounding him. He goes up. He makes
That's
it.
A great shot by Jones. I'm jonesing for a dunk, though.
I'm with you.
I want the dunk shot, Jerry. We need that.
Left side to Taylor, to Baker, back to Taylor, over to Williams. He goes up, called a foul. So with 3:11 to go, they call it as a foul on the floor.
I don't know. Coach Fellows may not mind that so much. It's Cody Alexander with that. And, again, his hands are everywhere. And, again, right now, once again on a steal.
Yep, right there. So that will end up being a turnover as Alexander got the ball and got pushed. Ramsey taking the ball inbounds. Got Richardson, Ramsey, Williams. Cameron Thomas back in. And Sam Jones. Williams right side looking for Jones. He throws it away. They telegraphed it. Looking for that so hard that they give it away.
Hey, sometimes, they've had that happen a few times tonight, and sometimes I'm just wondering if you just threw it over the top end and with this team into Jones, would you have a better opportunity? Jones can go up and get it. Who's going to, no one's going to stop him.
Called a foul on the drive by Richardson.
Yeah, Richardson goes to the line, but he did most of the damage.
Yeah.
If you're going to get fouled, you want to be the one giving the damage, not receiving it. So
it's definite. Richardson is he's a sophomore, 5'10" sophomore. Nice looking stroke. He plays at a high pace. I like his energy.
Yeah, he does, and he's not afraid to mix it up, and that's something that you want. Some players avoid the contact. Clearly, he doesn't.
Baker right side, Taylor to Sexton, takes it to the middle, kicks it to Williams. He goes up, missed it, got intimidated, I think, by Jones, and Central comes the other way. Williams, Ramsey, left side to Thomas. Richardson, top of the key. Looked like he's going to shoot it. Called it 3 seconds on Sam Jones. I see a definite pattern here as they're trying to get it to Jones a lot right now.
Yeah, I think they've got to work on that. I mean, there's going to be times where they're going to need that. They haven't, taken all that many, long-range shots tonight, Madison Central. They really haven't had to, but at the same time, you're going to want to draw fouls. You're going to want to get your best player, your big man, in the mix. I mean, he strikes me as the kind of player that needs to get in the mix.
Long shot in the corner, just inside the 3. That's put up by Trey Lobbs. Williams comes back the other way. Throws it to Ramsey. Nearly got it tipped away. Back to Williams. Left side. This time Orcutt gets in the way. He looked like a back court. Throws it under to Trey Lobbs. Lays it in.
Good pass.
Yeah, that was Baker, I think. Did that from nearly midcourt.
He did. The Baker has delivering the goods. I like it.
Left side goes to Thomas. Thomas pulls up for the jumper. No good. Rebound by Trey Lobbs. Taylor passes in between to Jones. Jones left side to Baker. Underneath to Orcutt, and he throws it away to Thomas going the other way. He kicks it back to George.
That was it. Dunk I was jonesing for. But
yeah,
didn't capitalize on that. Bourbon County really, with that, unfortunately, a turnover down there could have cut the lead inside 20. That would have been the first time in a while, and they're continuing to play hard.
Yeah, they're playing hard, and they're continuing. That time I got ready to say every pass they made got tipped, but it got to the next guy until he threw the one away at the baseline.
Yeah, I think that's something they must work on in practice, that we know we're going to pass poorly, so get ready to catch every deflection around.
Both shots good by George, up 23 with 1:32 to go in the third quarter.
And again,
Baker throws it to Jones, and he gets fouled. At 24, Jones for Bourbon County. What's his first name? That's Austin Jones. He plays hard. He really goes to the high energy level.
Yeah, well, another one of those guys that you like on your team. I mean, here's a guy who's not afraid to get in the mix and get dirty, get on the ground. And you want a guy who can take some contact and play with it. He likes it.
And just as we talk about him, Bruton comes in for him. And they throw it back to Bruton deep in backcourt. He brings it up against Thomas, top of the key. Makes a move. Oh, nice move. Oh, he gets blocked, though. Shot by Orcutt now. He puts it back in. He's a big guy. Got some length to him.
Yeah, they need that. He's 6'4", sophomore. I mean, Orcutt's a young guy, but, they need that out of him.
Nice move there by Williams. He didn't make it, though. Richardson with the offensive rebound. Cross court, no look. Almost no hit, but got it back. And then rebound by Orcutt. Going the other way. Bruton. He throws it up to Trey Lobbs. He takes the shot, gets missed, gets a little bit of piece of it, I think, by Ramsey. Ramsey throws it to nobody.
Ramsey at that point, when you're leading the break and you're ahead of the break, I mean, you got a defender between you and, your man, and you throw it back to him. It's really a bad pass overall. So,
yeah,
go ahead and finish it. Sometimes I think some of these guards, Jerry, they want to distribute it. They want to be known as a good assist guy. And, sometimes you try to make an assist that really just isn't there.
We got a timeout on the court. It's a full timeout, and we'll take it with them. We'll be right back on the Madison County School Sports Television.
Natural hazards can be scary, especially for kids. We count on the adults in our lives to help keep us safe. That's why there's a website that can show you and your family how to prepare for all kinds of hazards. You can learn what to do during disasters, like tornadoes, and how to plan for emergencies, like flash floods. Remember, we're counting on you to keep us safe.
Be aware. Learn how to prepare at MadisonCountyEMA.net.
Another great sponsor for Madison County School Sports Television is Madison HVAC. Visit them at MadisonHVACR.com. By calling Madison HVAC, you always know you'll talk to the owner. Give them a call.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. Chris, as we were just talking, Bourbon really has held in this quarter.
Yeah, they have. I mean, the lead I know is 21, but at the same time, Madison jumped out to a 28-point lead. They brought it down to 21. And, at the end of the day, Bourbon County, they are continuing to hustle and push it. And like you say, you make some of those layups, and this is a very different game.
Absolutely right. And is this crazy as this could sound to somebody listening and watching a game like this and thinking, wow, this team's gotten beat by Montgomery by 40. Madison Central, they're down 21. This is a team that continues to improve. Who knows, in the end of the year in the 10th region, they're competitive probably.
Well, and I think what's going to happen is Bourbon County's going to put it together. They're going to shoot at a higher percentage, and they're going to end up surprising somebody because they definitely are not going to give up. They're going to play scrappy. They're going to play hard. And, you know, with the number of layups that they've had tonight, I mean, they capitalize on it, and they will. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Both shots by Baker good, and it's a 19-point game, 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. Central brings it up. Richardson across the timeline. He's in a bad spot. He, gets the foul there. Baker dive bombed him, it looked like.
Yeah. I mean, I like what Bourbon County's doing right now. I mean, they are, they're frustrating some of the Madison Central players right now. And, they're trying to take advantage of it. Again, and we talked about it earlier, if you count it as possession, the last 4 minutes, Bourbon County's winning those possession battles right now.
Yeah, it's making a difference. And Richardson misses the free throw, and they get a foul. Yeah, that's a little turn of events, unnecessary. And, it's one of those games where I watched Eastern play last night, and Eastern won by 10, but they were up by 20. And so if you win by 10 with your second half being your strong half, everybody goes home happy.
Right.
But when you win by, even if they win this by 15 or 20, but they've played poorly in the second half or not maybe as good as Coach Feldhouse would like, you've got some things to try to work with them on.
Well, and regardless of the distance you have between someone in a road race, as an example, no one coasts to victory. They always sprint it in at the end, and that's what the coaches are looking for.
That's exactly right. Trey Lobbs makes both, puts it a 17-point game, 21 seconds to go. Richardson throws it right side to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Richardson. He goes between his legs. He kicks it to the basket, throws it towards George. He missed it. They take it down. Baker. He missed. He gets it picked, goes back up, gets a foul. Just not good defensive balance.
Jerry, here we are. We got, just under 5 seconds to play. Bourbon County's on the line. They, capitalize on both these. It's a 15-point game. And it sounds like a lot, but, let's put things in perspective from where we were just moving into the half. And really the first minute of the third quarter.
Well, let's put things in perspective from where you and I were talking before the game when we thought Montgomery beat them. When we realized Montgomery beat them by 39, we thought, well, probably not going to be a very good game. But it's actually more competitive than I would have expected.
Yeah.
And the shot at the buzzer by Richardson, no good. Orcutt gets the rebound, and we go to the fourth quarter. Madison Central up 63-48, 15-point lead. We'll be right back on the Madison County School Sports Television. Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. Chris, we saw Madison Central get caught a little bit that last part of the quarter, but you were just talking about depth. What do you see from Madison Central?
Yeah, the one thing that I'm excited about with Madison Central, and this is my first time seeing them play this year, is that, Madison Central, all the way down the bench, and they're, that really their first probably 8 players, not that there's a standout that seems to stand alone or a single player that tries to dominate the game, but you see a lot of balance. There's guys that can come off the bench, and it's pretty interchangeable parts, and I think Coach Feldhouse has got to be excited about that because you got a lot of guys, if you have foul trouble with your starting lineup or what have you, or someone's not on that night, you got a bench that can come in and deliver, and I think that's what's happened so far.
Absolutely. George at the free throw line. He missed. A bunch of free throws missed tonight. That's going to hurt the Indians if they continue to do that down the road. But you notice that first play, they had a set play designed to isolate George and get him open. And then they turn around and get the foul the other way on Sam Jones. And I think if we're not in the double bonus, they're in the double bonus now. So Bourbon County will shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way.
It'll be interesting to see if Bourbon County can somehow move this to a 10-point game, and let's see what happens and how Madison Central responds. Because to me, I think this is a fresh quarter, and I think if I'm Coach Feldhouse on the bench, it's a fresh quarter, and let's see who can win this fourth quarter.
Trey Lobbs, first shot good. Second shot's on the way. It's good. Down to a 13-point game. Williams back in for Thomas for Bourbon County. And let's see if Madison Central's young guys can focus and reestablish that intensity they had earlier in the second half. George, right side. Throws it middle to Humphrey. Takes it right side to Alexander. 3 on the way. It's no good. Just out. Thomas with the rebound. Back up. Short arms it. Cody Alexander with the rebound. Gets it knocked away. They're both on the ground battling for it, and it's a jump ball.
I'll tell you, I love that because you got two guys. You've got, Cody Alexander, and you've also got Stephon Williams. Both have played so hard tonight, and who's on the, on the floor going for the 50-50 balls? It's those two guys going at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting after it. Both of them playing hard. It's a 13-point game. Madison Central up, but it seemed like majority Bourbon County last little bit. Right side of Baker, 3 on the way. No good. And they got a foul on Madison Central. The physical play, which is in Madison Central's favor because of athleticism, but when it's called close.
Yeah, and I think the other thing for that is Bourbon County, their confidence is picking up. They've made more free throws than Madison Central tonight.
It got quiet in here.
I did the jinx. I shouldn't have done that. I know that no announcer is supposed to do that. So
well, you can do that because we're in Madison County. So.
You're right. I'll do it again. They've shot so well tonight from the line, and it's very doubtful they'd miss another one.
Wow, you're good.
I'm money.
And Humphrey with the rebound over to Thomas. Thomas takes it to the basket. Nice move all the way to the basket. Yeah, big swing right there. Bruton gets open, gets the ball headed back the other way. Full court pressure, man-to-man, Madison Central. Thomas backing up now. Throws it right side to Trey Lobs. 3 on the way, no good. Thomas with another rebound. He throws it long to Jones. Jones looks cross court, throws to Humphrey. Humphrey with the 3, no good. Rebound by George. George with he takes to the basket, gets fouled.
Yeah, George has done a good job tonight with offensive rebounds and putbacks. I mean, I like it. I like his game, but again, he's second quarter tonight, he pretty much dominated the second quarter in the paint. Sometimes at least from my observation, he disappears for a little bit of time, and then all of a sudden he reappears, and that's what he's doing right now.
First free throw is no good. That's 3 missed by him this half that I can recall anyway.
I can't think of any team that really has to shoot free throws well to win games. I mean, Kentucky certainly doesn't have to shoot free throws well. I mean, we already established that.
You can look at usually 3 things: rebounding, turnovers, and free throw shooting, and that will tell you how the game is going to probably have ended up. Good hustle by Bourbon County.
No question, Jerry, and you would know better than I would on this, but, I think back, on last year's team, under pressure, region games, state games, going to the line, and Madison Central capitalized on those free throws, and tonight not happening.
Thomas dribbling right side, throws to George. George to Humphrey. He takes it to the basket. No good. Off the side of the backboard, but he draws a foul.
I'll tell you the one thing. I mean, the lack of depth, at least that Bourbon County's putting out on the court. Anyway, they've got they've got the players, but they haven't necessarily put them out on the court. And with Madison Central continuing to press and stay there, and at the same time, Bourbon County's played well this second half.
Yeah, we're down to 6:29 to go. Madison Central up by 16. Sexton with the ball going down court, spins. Takes it toward the basket. He's being ridden, and they're going to call foul before he got to the basket.
Well, in the
I don't know.
He has to count that.
Yeah, my point is with a lot of the calls they make, he was guarding him the same way the whole way down the court.
Right.
Why is the foul there?
He got closer to the ref.
First basket, good. You need to say something about these free throws.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, Bourbon County's been great at the line tonight. I know they've missed a couple, but they've been hot. And I've got to do this in reverse. So
Central with the ball, up 14. George throws it left side to Alexander, takes it in.
Cody Alexander, #hustle. Put it on Twitter. That's his name. That's his handle. That's what he does.
Hashtag hustle.
Hashtag hustle, Cody Alexander.
Sexton brings it down court. Top of the key. Goes left to Thomas. Thomas drives the lane, and he gets fouled. I don't know about the call, but
I think Cody Alexander got away with one before that. He may have broken his wrist. But I do love him. Yeah, that's the thing, you know. It's hashtag hustle. I like that.
Hashtag hustle. We'll see if you can get something trending out there. First shot good by Thomas. 5:58 to go. Madison Central up 15. Jones out. Ross Ramsey back in. Thomas, second free throw. Good. Madison Central up 14. Oh, throws it away. Thomas to Ramsey. Just unforced errors.
Yeah.
I don't know what the turnover total is now. 29 at halftime between both teams, and a lot of unforced errors.
Yeah, you know, you can Madison Central, you know, likely to hold on here and continue, maybe even to build on this lead and win the game. But I just don't see Coach Feldhouse being all that happy with, you know, some of the sloppy play that's taking place.
Sexton three on the way, no good.
But
George rebound. He throws it to Thomas. He sets up the offense. Drives left side. Alexander pops out top of the key, drives right side to Ramsey. Looking underneath, doesn't throw it. Thomas drives into the lane, goes up, shoots a pull-up, bounces off. And Thomas with the pass to Bruton, and Central's Cameron Thomas reaches in and gets a foul.
Yeah, I really like the play of Cameron Thomas, though. I mean, he's hustling all over the court, both ends. But again, I really like the team play of Madison Central. I do. I mean, they've made, you know, some sloppy plays, some unforced errors, but there's not, you know, they're definitely trying to play as a team, playing as a unit, and that goes all the way down the bench. And to me, that's what stands out tonight.
First shot, no good by Bruton. Yeah, Coach Feldhouse has said to us early a couple times, I'm going to have to suffer. I'm going to have to. It's going to be stressful to watch this mature and grow. But at what point do you start to expect that they start to play a little bit more like guys who've got some experience?
Yeah, and, you know, a tournament like this is an opportunity to do it because you're going to play, you know, multiple times over the next couple of days. You got a chance to get your chemistry there. You know exactly where your faults are. You can, you know, you can improve on that game after game, and that's what the building process should be. Ramsey,
left side, Alexander. He throws it to Humphrey. He spins, shoots a shot, no good. George tries to rebound. He's out of bounds. Goes to Bourbon County, down 13 with 4:55 to go. Good sportsmanship there as they
great effort by George again. He's played really strong tonight. I like this play as well.
Thomas brings it down court, throws it to Trey Lobbs, to Baker. Baker up, it's good. It's an 11-point game with 4:45 to go. Throws it midcourt. Humphrey gets it back at the wing, back to Thomas. Thomas left side to Alexander. Three on the way. It's good. It's good. Madison Central will take a timeout, and it's a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. Madison Central clinging to a 14-point lead midway through the fourth quarter. We'll be right back on Madison County School Sports Television.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. Pro Signs. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Welcome back to Berea Community High School. Chris, you've been trying to send up some trends. I want to put one out there for, how about hashtag 80s hair for Khalil Hooten. Not made it in the game yet for Bourbon County, but I'm hoping for him.
Oh, I hope he gets in the game, too. I mean, we need style out on the court. I love that. Old school.
Sir.
You know, the only thing I'm worried about, if it's 70s hair, is it 70s shorts. That's the thing that can make us all a little bit nervous.
That's scary.
So.
Baker drives right side for Bourbon County to Thomas. He goes left side. He's got Alexander on him. Takes it back out. Throws it to Sexton. Sexton, he looks underneath. Ooh, through everybody's hands. You got to remember, Trey Lobbs is a thin guy. That might have taken him out of bounds if he'd have caught it. George throws it midcourt to Humphreys. Wide open. Shoots this little jump shot. Missed it. Tipped out by Trey Lobbs. Actually, Humphrey should have taken that to the basket.
That's what I was going to ask, Jerry, man. It seems like that's one of those plays. You wide open lane. You know, one step in, it's a layup.
Yeah, it would have drawn contact at least probably. And so, yeah, I agree with you. Humphrey to Thomas. He walked. I like the move and the design of that play, but he just struck that foot a little bit. Thomas throwing it inbound for Bourbon County. 3:52 to go. Bruton gets it. He's being guarded by Cameron Thomas. And he crosses midcourt. He's dribbling on top of the key. Shoots a three. No good. Humphrey with the rebound. Humphrey gets fouled. So we have the double bonus for both teams.
Yeah, and you got to wonder if, Bourbon County is getting a little bit tired wearing down with the press all night. Maybe even both teams. I just think Madison Central just much deeper, and they can pull the reserves in and keep fresh legs on the court.
Yes, sir.
Plus, you got two guys out there right now. I mean, to me, I've said it all night long, Cody Alexander, and at the same time, you've got Cameron Thomas. Both of them are Energizer bunnies, man. Those guys don't stop.
Trey Lobbs, oh, my goodness. He just turned and took it straight down the floor and laid it in. Where's that been? Thomas with the ball. Top of the key, being guarded by Bruton. He knocked it away but couldn't keep it. Cross court to Alexander. Long three on the way, no good. Rebounded by George. He drives to the lane. Hook shot, got it in.
Yeah, great board by George. Good hustle.
That's so close again to kind of going the other way. And
yeah, no question. We were down, 11-point game, I think. Stretched it back out to 15 now.
Three on the way again, this time by Sexton. No good. Williams with it. Trey Lobbs up. He lays it in. He's turned it on right here in the last little bit.
Trey Lobbs opportunistic, taking advantage of it.
Oh, nice no-look pass to Alexander by Humphrey. He's got a nose for the ball, doesn't he?
He does have a nose for the ball.
Bruton. Nice shot in the lane. No good, though. Rolls off. Alexander going the other way. He flips it underneath the Ramsey, and he's fouled. So with 2:10 to go, we have 76-61. I don't know if the fans are struggling to wonder who we'd pick, but I guess we're at that point for the Jack Burford player of the game. And, Chris, I'm going to leave it to you.
Well, I got to tell Jerry, I mean, maybe I'm too biased tonight. I said it in the first half. I've said it most of the second half. And that player of the game has to go to Cody Alexander, no question. Hustle and, quality player indicative of Jack Burford Chevrolet.
Absolutely. Got a 20-plus point game. And he's done it on defense. He's done it by hustling. He's done it with shooting the basketball, driving the ball, just getting to the open spot. He's done a little bit of everything tonight.
Well, and he just plays with great instinct. He may not have the size, but he's got the instinct for the game and always in the right spot.
Hustle still going on. You'd like to see this kind of play right to the last buzzer. Both teams playing hard. Bruton got the ball. Throws it to Baker. Baker shoots a three. No good. And George with the rebound. Georgia's had a really good game, too. Don't want to take anything away from him, but the energy level Alexander brought was so important, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what they needed in the beginning of the first half. It's carried into the second half.
Nice move by Thomas, jump stop, but he can't get it in. George with the rebound, he can't get it in. Sexton going the other way. He throws it to Orcutt. Had a guy open. Sexton drives to the lane, takes it up, makes it. Got a break right there. I don't know how many of those you get in a year.
Yeah, put your hands in the air, wave them around like you just don't care. That was that shot. But it went in.
That's a dance move, wasn't it?
I think I know that move.
All right, Ramsey, left side, throws it down the quarter. Jones takes it up hard to the basket. Nice, strong move. Lays it in. Madison Central up 15. I'm sorry, Johnson is his name.
Sorry.
I called him Jones. Alexander now going the other way after the turnover by Bourbon County. Crossover. He pulls it back out, throws it to Thomas. Under a minute to go. They probably will take clock off if they can. Baker reaches in, and they call a foul on, wow. That's going to be shooting foul, I assume. Baker will go to the line.
The same thing, but
I didn't either.
I think there's an unwritten rule where on occasion you have to have stoppage in play and give the ball to someone else even if they don't deserve it or have earned it. But it's just one of those things. So.
Yeah, and you got maybe the refs might need some wind.
Well, they have a quota. And if you don't meet the quota, you won't be refereeing. That's all there is to it. So.
Well, we've got a 14-point game. Madison Central up with 47 seconds to go. Baker shooting second free throw. And it's good.
I meant to get the ref stat sheet at the halftime. I wasn't able to get that. So
yeah.
It'd be unfair for me to comment.
One guy has whistle, barely used.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he got it when he bought it.
Oh, nice take, but he just can't get it in. And it's a white ball, but that'll be a free throw. Our technician and engineer, Randy Rosenbaum, just asked if that's Jim Brown over there on the Bourbon County bench.
It definitely has, looks a little bit like Jim Brown.
That's what happens when you get a double-digit game with just a few minutes to go. You're looking for anything entertaining.
Well, and you know, it's not uncommon to hallucinate at times like this, so it happens at times.
Bruton up twice, couldn't get it in. 25 seconds to go. Madison Central with the lead by 14. And Alexander will try to dribble it out. Ramsey's got the ball. Back to Alexander. Top of the key. Being guarded by Thomas, and they're trying to just end this one.
Yeah. Good news is Madison Central's got a little more discipline than the New York Knicks did the other night, or was it last night, Jerry? They had the lead, you know, kick it out, shoot the ball, get some Milwaukee Bucks, sloppy play. But, you know, what a fun game. And I appreciate you letting me come out tonight.
Good game. I enjoyed it. Chris, you know, it really was. It was a game that looked like the first half Madison Central could do whatever they wanted for a little while and weren't. In the second half, you kind of felt like maybe Bourbon County was a little better than we gave them credit for.
Well, I think two things that I noticed out of this. I think Bourbon County is going to give some people some problems because I do think they will shoot better. But at the same time, on the other end, I think Madison Central, who did not play their best game, if they were to put it together, you know, they're going to really, you know, beat up on some people. And if it was you know, let's say that everybody was clicking on all gears, I think Madison Central would have still won this game probably 20+.
Yeah.
So they've just got way too much depth and athleticism.
Well, the Berea Community Holiday Tournament continues, and Madison Central now with the win will be playing Saturday morning. And for anybody wanting to come out, they'll be playing at the new Berea Gym on Saturday morning at 9. And it's one of those, like we used to play when we were in college. You know, you'd go out and play 4 or 5 games in a weekend. Well, they're going to play Saturday night if they win tomorrow morning. So we'll be looking forward to a lot of opportunities to get experience in the next couple nights. And I think this will be good for any team in this tournament that they get a chance to play basketball.
No question. A chance to build momentum, a chance to improve on the year. And as we're coming into January, when we get ready for the real business of the season. I mean, all these teams are looking to improve, and this is a great tournament and an opportunity to do that. And tomorrow it's bagels and basketball at 9 a.m.
Sounds good. I've enjoyed it. Enjoyed being with you tonight. Enjoyed being with you guys tonight. Hope you've enjoyed watching Madison County School Sports Television and some basketball from the Madison Central Indians. Good night, everybody.
This sports programming is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble in Richmond. Luxury Pet Service in Richmond. Jack Burford Chevrolet. Faith Created Assembly of God Church. ScenicCabin.com. Linville Insurance. Time Warner Cable. Madison County Schools. Richmond Tourism. Pro Signs. CSEP. First Gear. And Rosenbaum Communications.
Natural hazards can be scary, especially for kids. We count on the adults in our lives to help keep us safe. That's why there's a website that can show you and your family how to prepare for all kinds of hazards. You can learn what to do during disasters, like tornadoes, and how to plan for emergencies, like flash floods. Remember, we're counting on you to keep us safe.
Be aware. Learn how to prepare at MadisonCountyEMA.net.
Another great sponsor for Madison County School Sports Television is Madison HVAC. Visit them at MadisonHVACR.com. By calling Madison HVAC, you always know you'll talk to the owner. Give them a call.
Hello everybody, I'm David Sullivan for Rosenbaum Communications. Rosenbaum Communications is a full-service television production and media company. We've produced projects and provided services all over the world for such clients as ABC Sports, NBC Sports, CBS, ESPN, Amway International, Time Warner, and many regional and local clients such as East Kentucky Power, Center College, Georgetown College, KET, the Kentucky Coal Association, Keeneland, and the Kentucky School Board Association, and many, many more. Give Rosenbaum Communications a call and let us quote and plan your next media project. No project is too small. Our client list may be impressive, but our service is very personal and budget friendly. Visit our website at rosenbaumcommunications.com. Let us show you how to get started. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
Natural hazards can be scary, especially for kids. We count on the adults in our lives to help keep us safe. That's why there's a website that can show you and your family how to prepare for all kinds of hazards. You can learn what to do during disasters, like tornadoes, and how to plan for emergencies, like flash floods. Remember, we're counting on you to keep us safe.
Be aware. Learn how to prepare at MadisonCountyEMA.net.
Another great sponsor for Madison County School Sports Television is Madison HVAC. Visit them at MadisonHVACR.com. By calling Madison HVAC, you always know you'll talk to the owner. Give them a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter. Or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube.